Mike, we're back, and this is the finals of the American Rotation Championship Series number
3. Holyoke, Massachusetts in the semifinals. And we have Mike Dechaine, an up-and-coming young professional player from playing out of Snooker's Pool Room in Providence, Rhode Island. Mr. Joe Tucker had guaranteed each of these players $1,000 to cover at least their expenses to come out here, and that's a big bugaboo. We were talking the breaker has ball in hand.
Balls 1 through 10 are worth 1 point each. Balls 11 through 15 are worth 2 points each. Alternating the break, and the breaker always starts off with ball in hand. That solves a lot of racking issues, a lot of luck of the break, creates equal opportunity for both players. Just does a lot of good things. It's a call shot, call safe game, so if your opponent misses and hooks you, you can put them back in and make them shoot again. And this is our 3rd championship finals. That ball scooted over. Mike drew it back right into the side.
That particular case, Yerry Calderone gets credit for that ball that Mike made because Mike scratched.
Good call there.
And now it's 3-2, and Yerry Calderone has got a good opportunity to step up
on Mike's break.
And hurt him a little bit, because he's going to need some stuff like this to happen. He ain't going to be the favorite.
Yeah, no, Mike's the favorite. He's obviously the better. He's definitely the better shooter. And probably, he's definitely in competitive mode for sure. Yerry has a good feel for American rotation, as good a feel as any player I've seen yet. So the strategy and the kicking could save him and make this an interesting match.
It depends on how the balls break and what kind of racks we see. If we see a lot of brain game racks, Yerry could have a chance.
Well, I know Mike is going to have the table racking well. He's not going to slug himself, so sometimes the balls settle in. So the balls, might see a lot of open racks. Yerry broke the last rack of the semifinal match. That was the best one we saw. He did a little squat there, during the stroke.
Yes, indeed. The family game.
This is going to be an interesting shot right here. I mean, he's going to mess with the point. He caught that much fuller than he intended. Okay, but he's got to be thrilled to get back to the table. It's 4-4 in the very first rack.
Mike seemed a little bit piqued about the fact that his cue ball seemed to float over on him a little bit more than he might have liked. But
Mike's going to be a little bit more offensive. Caught that a little heavy.
Well, see those.
That's the first rack we're looking for, huh, George?
Well, the thing is that Mike is a kind of guy that's got awesome firepower, and no lead can be safe from him, and he's a guy that can make you dog it. And Yerry needs to take advantage of these opportunities.
Oh, absolutely.
Every one of them. The fact that he missed that 8 ball and it only cost him 1 point is
unbelievable. That's the word. There's no other way. He's got to make sure he catches this full enough to not hook himself. He bumped it. Yeah, and trying to bump it with enough speed to be, he didn't want to hook himself in it soft, but now he has no shot. His strategy is strong, but Mike's very experienced. Mike messes around with some 3-cushion. He played some 3-cushion tournaments too, so and his kicking skills are coming way up. I haven't got to see him play a lot, but when I do, I notice some nifty little kick shots that he added to his game.
That was a tasty little safety that Mr. Calderone placed on
It was beautiful.
Mike.
Beautiful shot.
It was very. He did 2 things. He broke out the 12 and the 15 ball, and kept his man behind the 14. and bought himself ball in hand with 8 big points. Oh, look at this, the 14 coming up. It'll be easy enough. Those balls in the side are going to be available.
Score is 8-4. 8 points left on the table. This was Mike's break. We're playing a race to 140 points here in the finals. The round robin portion was a race to 120. If you play at home in our qualifying championships, typical race during the week is 140 points. I invite everybody to go to AmericanBilliardClub.com and see what our mission is. We're trying to unite 64 of the best billiard clubs in this country, but potentially around the world, to form a self-sustaining qualifying pro tour, semi-pro tour. And look who just came in to sweat it, George. He's back. Efren's over there. He's going to sweat the finals.
Well, you see, Efren Reyes has that passion for the game, even being 60 years of age, or God knows how old he is.
Yeah, he's almost 60 right now.
And
he's over there talking to Mike.
And this is where, you know, Mike is stepping in cold, and this Yerry just came out of a match, so he's going to be in gear, as much so as he'll ever be. And in one match, if you give a guy like Yerry a couple of chances, you might not like it. You're prone to love it. Oh, Yerry lost his toy in the side pocket. And he's pocketed a ball for Mr. Dechaine. And in that situation, Mike Dechaine gets credit for the ball that was scored on the break.
Correct. That's the penalty. If you scratch on the break and you pocket any balls, your opponent is awarded those. And if you don't make any, there's no penalty as of right now. Considering adding a little 2-point penalty, but as of right now, no. Sorry, I had to step out in there for a second, George.
Well, we got a...
there he is.
Oh, yeah.
Efren come to sweat the rotation. He played a little bit of this game for us in California with Daniel. And
I guess he's playing safe. That was a very cerebral shot.
Well, that's a shot you were talking about earlier in the last match. Occasionally a player should do that, right?
Absolutely, because for starters, if you happen to catch your man on 3 consecutive fouls, you mentioned that it's 2 ball in hands. The first one allows a player to shoot any ball that he or she would like out of rotation, so to speak, and use it to break up a cluster.
Yeah, it's a totally free shot. 3 fouls in a row, you're awarded with 2 ball in hands. The first one's a free. You can hit any ball you like. And then the second one resumes a normal play. You'll have to hit the lowest numbered ball.
A nice try, but Mike caught the 9 ball, and
there you go.
See, that was cerebral, and the Yerry could have easily selected the 111 combo, but
yeah, it was cerebral. You're right.
Yeah, very cerebral.
And how do you think Efren would do against players in the world at this particular game?
I think that that there'd be no contest. He might there might be a couple of Mr. Orsoldo or Colio.
Yeah.
Is probably from the same school and may execute a hair better these
right
days.
Now,
right
these
now,
days, that's
these
all.
days.
Yeah, but if we had been playing this for the last 20 years, I think Efren might have won 10 times more tournaments than he did.
They might actually the players might have all gotten together and all ponied up money and paid Efren not to come. You know, and tell him never mind. Don't even bother showing up here.
Yeah.
We'll pay you $80,000 a year extortion money. Just don't even bother coming.
And that's because it's a very skill-based game with tight cue ball, good kicking, good safeties, and his skills really would shine through.
Skills, but then knowledge.
Knowledge, creativity.
Knowledge, understanding the percentages of taking, giving up one or two points like we saw Yerry do in the previous match in order to bring forth.
Now you see the score, 17-5. Right. Yerry's break.
You know, a much bigger yield.
We got a little nudge. He's not going to like this.
I think.
And Mike does not want to fall behind. This is not like any other game where you can get up and string some racks and just get back to even.
No.
When you fall behind here, it's tough to come back. You're going to need a little cooperation. It goes. He's got the 3 in the corner.
But he's straight in on the 3, and his play to the 4 ball is impaired because he's going to have to draw it way back to get past the wrath of that 15 ball that's going to be in the happy line for
almost
him.
Back to where he is now, right?
I'd say.
He's looking at the stop.
Stop. He's going to have to come back at least a foot to 18 inches, I would think. But I don't see quite what the player sees. He's shooting the stop and the bank.
Boy, I can't believe you can see. He had a plan. He executed what he wanted to. I'm still not sure what he's doing.
That's a 6 hanging up over the hole down there on the rail more.
I love how this man thinks, though. And this is another.
Oh, it did.
Oh, he played it rail first. Oh, see how smart he is? Rail first, off to 6. He played for that 2 shots ahead.
Yeah. That was, we couldn't really see it from our vantage point.
I don't know. Yerry saw it pretty good. I have a lot of respect for this guy.
Well, Jerry's down there. He's playing pool. You know, we can offer our best information and guesses based on what we have to go with.
Kudos for that one.
Yes, indeed.
And this is another Florida-New England battle, baby. We got our big gun in there, and I think they have their big gun in there. You know, there's not too many guys in Florida that I like beating Yerry at American rotation. And this is going to put one of us, New England or Florida, ahead 2-1.
Oh, look at this! A beautiful. He played that beautifully. He's got to go to the 9 ball on the left-hand side rail.
It's going to come close to the side pocket when he comes above the 9. It's going to go side rail, end rail. It's going to be coming close to.
If he plays the skimmer, he might catch a piece of that 15 ball.
He's going all the way down. It's going to come up towards the side here. Oh boy, he spun it. See, now that's okay. It looks like a mistake, but you're better off hitting the 9 than going in the drink, right?
Or you know, going in the drink, of course, but also finding yourself long, straight in and handcuffed where you're going to make a 1-point ball with 8 points left on the table.
This is nice. You know, it looks very simple, but Yerry is fighting for every inch.
Sure, you got to contest every point. We saw what a difference it made in that last match, Joe.
Yes.
He's got a 12. He's going to be slow spinning this ball bottom left.
Oh, he jumped again, a little squat again. A little squat. I like Yerry's stance. But he squats a little bit. scares me.
Mm.
Scores 29-5 with 6 points left on the table. Yerry could take a 35-5 lead in this match.
I got him rolling this ball in and playing for the 14, rolling to the last ball. Oh, he did something that wasn't what I might have expected from him. It was a mishit, if anything. I thought he was just going to roll it in and try to roll in the next ball.
I did too. He put a little extra something and tried to cheat the pocket, but I'm not sure what it was. 29-5. And, it's just 6 points on the table, but it's a 12-point swing. I want everybody to remember that. It's not just 6 points. The score could have been 35-5. Instead, it's going to be 29-11. And Mike's break, provided he cleans up this table.
That's looking like death and taxes from there. That's 29-11. See your better half there.
My beautiful
flipping
wife
the numbers.
over there. She's out in the trenches too. We have some ladies divisions for American rotation starting up in Alabama, Virginia. The Alabama ladies started us off, but New England is representing. She's been out of the pool for like 10 or 12 years, but rotation got her back in, and now there's like 40 women competing in New England American rotation, and they're all loving it. And she's going to try to beat us by building a women's tour before we can build a men's tour.
Well, as the old saying goes, the more the merrier.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the action of the women. I'm having a little tough time. But like I was saying, the women are action. The men are tough to corral and structure, but the women, they get together and they start a Facebook conversation and a group, and there's a scratch on the break.
Five ball falls off. The 5 ball was more of an orange blur going in that corner pocket, but
so Yerry gets credit for the 5 ball.
And the 2-3 are ensconced. Here, the tables are fast and the carpets are slow.
Going to play shape for a safety, and that's no good. He's on the wrong side of the ball. He wanted to hit the 8 ball very full to keep an angle on the 2.
He looks like he's taking this pretty seriously.
This is a title. He's here. He won the OB Challenge match last night on this particular table. He has an 8-ball invitational tournament coming up that CSI put together. Mike's a very good competitor. He does not like to lose at anything. Trust me, I know him very well.
I say that occasionally in home and plus Mike is ponying up a little money to assist the kid a little bit, and
wow.
And that,
he did a good thing. Got him
that
a
auction.
kid in the pro-am.
Yeah, that was sweet. And
that he did, and that's another great thing that CSI is doing. I mean, all these pros donated 1 hour every single day to give free lessons to these BCA players. Every pro, 16 pros, so it's 16 hours a day times like 9 days. You're talking like 150 hours worth of lessons at the BCA Nationals.
Well, I know that what I charge for lessons, that's like putting, minimum of $50,000 to $60,000 worth of professionals out there.
Yeah.
For that amount of hours,
right? So BCA Pool League, and they had the 2 invitational players tournament, 16-player fields with players from all around the world. They helped all those players cover their expenses and all that stuff, and guarantee them some money, and the players reciprocated with the lessons. And I love to see the promoters working with the players like that.
Hey,
Hopefully that trend continues.
We need it in this great sport.
And the kids are here, like you said, the kids get to play in the Pro-Am. They get to pick what pro they were going to play with.
And he's getting to play with a great, just ultimate professional, Thorsten Homan, a guy that keeps himself in zenith physical condition.
Ultimate. Thurston and Ralph, two of my favorite guys. We
They're
just had another pro come over here, sit with Efren, Mr. Corey Duell, come and sweat the finals of the American rotation. I talked to Corey about this game. He's a little upset at his 10-ball break, you know, and he's such a great player, and he feels like the 10-ball break. And I think he could compete also with, for sure, any American player. He might have a little tough time with some Filipinos, but this game, Corey's skills would shine through also.
Oh, yeah. Corey plays very, very nice straight pull. And, you know,
He's very
in
creative.
one pocket, he
Creative.
plays.
Who's more creative than Corey, right?
Other than Mr. Ray is, he's on a fairly short list. You're absolutely correct. Well,
I'm not sure what the plan was there. The score is 31-12 in favor of Yerry Calderone.
I like him coming high right ball and coming 1, 2, 3 cushions and coming behind the 9, 11, 13.
Yeah.
If
I
he
think
has
the only
the
problem is
the whole 3 ball.
that's a great shot, but that 3 ball won't move very far. Well, it might get past that 15 ball. You called it, George. No jump cues here, folks.
Right. That's an ideal shot. It's like a timeout is going to be, and he's real intense, and sometimes that takes up lots of energy.
Yeah, and you know he's the favorite in the match. You know he's not by a lot, but he's clearly the favorite. He's got Efren Reyes and Corey Duell sitting right behind him, so he's going to feel a little pressure there. He hates to lose at anything, so he's going to try to gather himself as best he can. While he's going, I'll tell people scores 31-12. Mike's kicking, and we're trying to form a self-sustaining semi-pro or pro tour in this country or around the world by uniting clubs and uniting players. I urge everybody to help just spread the word of the AmericanBilliardClub.com. Go there, see what the mission is. It's all about creating a self-sustaining format where the players and the room owners aren't reliant upon some magic millionaire or imaginary sponsor. Once we build it with 500 united players, we'll have a product and a tour that can last forever on its own. It'll be worthy of outside attention and outside sponsorship. It's just plain old-fashioned work, just a little bit of unity. And we're playing a great game, American rotation. It'll improve everybody's game. There's a lot of good reasons to get involved, and we just ask you to help spread the word as good as possible. Mike's back from his break.
Yeah, and it looks like he only really has his top rail to kick, so you have to call all shots in this game.
Yeah, especially when you're kicking.
Mike makes an excellent kick, and
It's going to get worse.
He's going to get bellied up again. I'm afraid that
Comes the Jimmy Fusco suffocation.
the Jimmy Fusco suffocation safety, number 266. He doesn't have to do much other than shoot and stick.
He got him tight.
He got him
Tight.
bellied on the 13 ball. He's got the jelly belly on the, and he's going to turn the jelly belly into a skelly.
There's a lot of traffic for the 2-rail angle, but if he just misses the 15 and he can actually make a hit here, probably not at a hard speed, you know.
Nice play, and he's going to give him back the safety.
I tell you, Mike's kicking game has improved immensely. I haven't been around a lot, but every time I see him play, I notice just 1 or 2 kick shots that he's done.
He was unfortunate there because this 312 looks like a carom play off the inside of the 6 ball. 312-6 or whatever ball that is. If he can see it. He can see. I know he can see the 3, and that ought to be a good carom play. Just cut the 3 just slightly backwards, and that might be his shot. But
is this Mike's break too?
Mike's break.
He might call me down to watch this one.
Mike broke him that way. That way you have no. It's on.
That's my least favorite part about tournament directing. That's one thing I don't miss.
I never liked it either, and
you can't win, George.
No, you're going to have an enemy no matter which way it goes. Even when the nice billiard,
nice position too. 31-16, Mike's break.
He's actually can close to 31-29 at this point in time.
Correct. Now that 14 ball is a huge blocking ball. 7 ball would be, if the 14's not there, it's easy, but 14's right in the middle of the position zone for the 7 ball. We're coming to you from the BCA Nationals at the Rio in Las Vegas, July 16th to the 26th. How did
he
hit
fell
it?
super on that ball. He's got the natural to just go straight over to the 8. This is screen has a good look at this ball.
Treetop? No, he dodged it. Okay. 9 goes in the side if he wants to.
Well, but you know, in doing that, he's got to play real fine, and what happens is that you get a little funny here.
He's got a dead straight angle. He could stop and shoot the 10. He has enough of the side pocket where he can draw. But if he draws and gets straight on the 10, that's no good either. I think he's going to have to just maybe draw back 2 inches.
I like the last camera shot they had of this ball.
Yeah, he drew back a little bit. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, he's got about a 45-degree angle. He's going to come straight across, and he should be very good on the 11. There he's bought about a 22-degree angle shot.
13 ball is next. It's right next to the 11.
He's probably going to go in front of. No, he's going to draw back to the same pocket, I'm sure.
Little one pocket action. Mike Dechaine doing a fine job gathering himself before this match got out of control. He knows how important it is not to fall far behind in this game.
Well, this is a young man that's played about every player there is in the world.
Yeah.
Who hadn't he played? He's been on the major circuit for about 3 years now, 4 years. And you know, after being a monster in New England, he had to head towards the next level. Gave the audience the what for, and now we're back. And good solid break shot.
2 ball went down. 1 ball's getting tied. Is that the 1 ball or the 6 ball getting tied up?
1 is tied up, but that part's at more than okay based on what he's prone to do anyway. I look for a lockdown. There's no percentage in anything else. Banking the 1 into that 3, 7 and 5 situation to make it a very nice easy out.
Normally when you have to do this, you try to do it and also solve a problem, but there's not too many problems out there. It looks like does the 3 ball go?
I'm not sure, but I think think that he's going to still send it down there near the 3 anyway.
Yeah, the 2-ball foul. And notice how tight Yerry tries to get those balls.
Well, but the beautiful part about that shot is that remembering what we were just saying about 3 fouls, he's got that 1 ball in another area occupied by balls that he can play that same shot yet again and lock down Mr. Dechaine.
Yeah, 3 fouls.
I like him going. I like him going 2 rails with a lot of left.
That's what he's doing, Judge. It's going to come a little long
Didn't quite get after it like he had to. He had to really.
3 fouls is not loss of rank. It's you get awarded 2 ball in hands. The first one being absolutely free, meaning you can hit any ball on the table, break up any clusters you want, pocket balls, and then you have a second ball in hand immediately after that shot.
That's what we're going to see right now. I would be.
He has them on 2 now.
No, just one.
Just one.
But he's if he's playing for the 3 ball, that would surprise me because there isn't that much to be had. Because the 5 is tough, he might make the 1, 3, 4. So what? He's making the 1 that playing for the 3 on the side. That's
well. Here's the reasoning. You don't want to let a great player up if you don't have to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
because he might make the big kick and leave you in the bull rushes.
And the good thing about our rule with the 2 ball in hands is it's not motivating everybody to play safe on the 1. If it was loss of rack, everybody'd be ducking on the 1 all the time. It hardly ever happens in this game. The only reason the rule's in place, in case players tie up balls and there's a cluster and somebody does get on 3 fouls, so we had to have that free shot rule in place.
Mm-hmm.
And lucky we came up with that one. I remember some kind of free shot from snooker or something. I can't remember where I kind of stole that shot.
Now he might have to play the 5 in the same. I don't know if the 5 is. He might be able to get the right angle on the 5. He did. That's a good shot. He's got a 6 ball. He's going to have to go forward and play the 6 down right at us at the bottom corner, I think. Rolling his ball.
Man, I wish I would have played more of this during my pool career. We did have a weekly rotation game for a stint of my life every Wednesday night, and that's when I was playing the best pool of my life.
I played a lot of 15-ball Keeley, too. Same thing, where you draw the 2 pills, and one is your break order and the other is your pay ball.
Yeah, I mean, look how hard Yerry's working to stay in line, and that's the essence of pool. Stay in line, fight for it.
He's a little offline here.
No, he's going to roll right to the rail. Oh, that ball. I thought it stuck to it for a second, but it was his spin that fooled me.
He had to put a lot of inside English. He had to hook that ball slightly. That was a little bit out of line that I was more referring to. And additionally, he's going to have to reach and come across himself based on this angle. Or play left hand. Yeah, you see, he's in an awkward spot.
He got it.
Got lucky.
Well, I think he played it, no?
He played to come around, but it didn't have to go down that way.
Yeah. Well, Yerry, like I said, he looks 1 step further than the average shooter. If there's a point during the shot where we might stop looking, I noticed that he follows through.
Well, you see, the thing is I tell people all the time, you don't always. You have a lot of days you're not going to shoot as good, but you can play good every day, which is play the correct shots and do the right thing.
I think you were.
That was a little less than. These are 6.
Yeah, he wanted to be straight. Now he's got to do something.
He might not like this.
You know, and he's done a lot of work. And he's
And
earned 9 points, but
he stands to give up more points if he misses.
yeah, and that's the reason for the last 5 balls being worth 2 points. You know,
Beautiful shot there.
that was a beautiful shot.
But he was also playing a two-way shot, keeping the 11 ball between him and the 10. If the 10 didn't go down, he was prepared to kick.
This is going to be a nice break and run out for Jerry. Oh, no, it's not a break and run out. He had to play safe on that 1 ball, but it is a total run out from the 1 ball.
Yes, it is. He's going to have a. He's working on having a nice 71 or 61, 51 to 29.
Come on down, baby. Come on down.
I'm getting all excited here.
Gotta finish it. Gotta finish every ball. What a great run out. Jerry Calderone. I love how he bobbed and weaved his way through that rack. And this is American Rotation Championship Series number 3. Jerry won the championship, our second championship. Of course, Joe Dupree of New England won the first American championship. Jerry the second. This is our third. We're looking forward to the 4th. We're going to try to have the 4th national championship the weekend before the U.S. Open in October, right in Virginia, your neck of the woods. So we'll probably be sitting here again. You know, I hope to pull that one off. We're going to get qualified. This tournament, we qualified 12 players everywhere from New England to Florida, California, Virginia, Alabama, Dallas, Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico. 12 players we qualified.
You also had Roger from Canada as well.
Oh, thanks for reminding me, because that's one of my favorite groups with Jerry Williams, and Roger came from Ottawa. We're hoping to add to Toronto soon as Jimmy Wedge opens his room up there. And I'm just so happy to pull 12 guys here for a 2-day tournament, and they're all guaranteed $1,000. You know, just for showing up. As soon as they get off the plane, here's money.
So you know, just for the viewers, it costs $20 a week to play, and you get to play a round robin of 7, 8, 9, 10 different guys, and you can schedule flexibly. In other words, you can
Exactly.
that you're not, if you have to go on vacation or something, you could play 2, 3 matches when you come back.
We had one guy played 7 matches in 1 weekend, and he was all done for the whole 2-month period.
Well, that, you know, the main thing is that you have a choice. You see, when you have a Tuesday 7:30 league, and then other people are going to be dependent on your appearance.
Correct.
And it's a 3 to 6 month commitment.
Yeah. Here we're very flexible. You know, most of our series last 2 months, and we're going to try to have as many national events, 4, 5, 6 a year, as soon as the players get used to the format. Meanwhile, Mike has got a chance to strike back with 20 points of his own.
Oh,
from the break here.
Yeah, I like his chances. The 6 ball doesn't look like it has much of a pocket other than the side, which he did quite well. It just seems like he's just going to roll.
Stay in line.
Stay in line. That's usually the thing that distinguishes the top professionals from the good regional players, is their ability to maintain the speed control.
Speed control, yeah, I agree with that one.
Because a lot like your last man who fell, Matt, is a good regional player who
definitely
lost the speed for about a rack and a half, and he ended up 3rd, 4th in this event. And
yeah, I was glad that he was here, and yeah, he had a typical Matt Tetreault up and down match there. And
Yeah, but he don't even make any bones about it. He's not a full-time pool player like.
Right, and that's another reason we developed this format. Matt's a great player, plays at pro level, but he has to lead a responsible life, and there's a lot of people with family, good jobs, and businesses, and that has to come first. But I want to keep those people involved in the sport. I don't want to lose them. Those are the people, you've seen the sportsmanship that they display, right?
Oh, their conduct and deportment and everything was just second to none. And I've seen, unfortunately, more times there are people that even take these weekly leagues just all too seriously, and they have psychotic episodes.
Yeah.
Over something that's essentially has no real importance in life, and they act completely juvenile.
Yeah, so we want to keep as many good people involved in the sport as possible, and it makes it easier to be good when you're not worried about your expenses being paid. It's tough having these guys fight over crumbs all the time.
Well, there's something to be said about your public relations policy. Myself, and best public relations policy is always going to be attraction, not promotion. You can promote all you like, but when people see the product, a good product will sell itself. It isn't going to need any selling other than getting the information out.
Totally agree with you. That's exactly how I operate, right down to my own products and DVDs. I'm like, here they are. I'm not going to tell you 100 things to try to sell it to you. If you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. It's just that simple, and that's why we're here. I'm glad that we're capturing this so people can see what we're doing and attract more people that love the game.
Well, you see, the attractiveness of the game is, that would be nice. Be a project well to my liking. Why, yes. Oh.
Okay, looks like Yerry made 3 points on the break.
Yeah, I see. Looks like
another runnable table too.
3 balls gone.
2 balls tough here.
Where's the deuce is in behind the 6.
Yerry is not adverse to playing position for a safety.
That's it would almost seem like his deuce is going to go in his upper left-hand corner pocket on the screen, and he's just going to drift there. He's going to drift to that ball. Perfect.
He's got such a nice touch.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, baby.
Thank you. He catches the 6 and brings the 6 out. But now he's got the 4. He's getting his line of sight. Where do I want to play that 5 ball from? Very important. Not just jumping down and shooting it any old way. He's got a shot he can play with he's got the slight follow. I think he likes it. Might be a little wrong. He might not be. He wanted to play for the 6 in the other side.
Yeah.
He might be looking to stun the ball over for the 6 in the same pocket.
Yeah, that's a little safer. Less chance of getting hooked. If he goes forward, that 8 ball could get him.
That's true, and if he's short, he has no reward.
Right.
But he still chose to go forward, and was in pretty good shape. He's starting to see the value of his turn after Mike just ran through that last rack like a hot knife through butter.
Absolutely. So far, this is
a great match.
One of the best matches we've seen yet, and I can't wait to see more and more high-level pros play this game and see more 20s and more runouts, and we will raise the level of play.
Well, more players play. There are better players. The players that are lesser have to improve. You've been around the game. You You know the deal. That's the only way you improved. You didn't improve playing with hacks.
Oh no, and I still remember everybody saying, "Why are you playing him? Why are you playing him?" I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna play you, you know? And it works in a cycle. You donate, to the better players, and then you go get your money back. And that's another great feature of our format. Even if you're a C-level player, play some 15 ball once a week with better players, and it'll improve your other competitions, that other people you play against in leagues, tournaments, or match up with. It's a small investment that's well worth the time, table time, and experience.
I got him putting a good stiff high left ball on this and playing for the 11 in the same hole.
That's because you're getting to know Jerry's game.
Well, maybe that's what he's going to do, or he's going to just fade the ball and play for the 11 in the other hole.
That's the shots that.
No, he did.
You got it. You called it, George. You're starting to get to know this young man.
Yeah, well, I've seen him play about 500 points of rotation. I'm starting to understand this.
Not bad for a working man, right?
Yeah.
Is this going to be 3 20s in a row?
Yes.
That's just what I'm talking about.
Well, don't put the commentator's curse on the boy. Too long. He took too long.
He had a thought, right? He had a thought about something else, you think?
Yeah, I could see it. I knew instantly he was going to miss.
Okay, it is a call shot, call safe game. So Mike has the option to take this shot or make Jerry shoot again.
Jerry's going to play safe now, I'm sure. Very good play. That's good play. He took too long on that 12 ball.
You called it right. Jerry's got a little conversation. The score is 65 to 49 with 6 points. I mean, it could go 65-55 or it could go 71-49.
I got him coming off back behind the 14.
Yeah. Called safe, so Jerry has the option to take this shot or pass it back. He can see the 14, so there's no way that he's going to pass it back.
At least he's guaranteed 2 points no matter what, whether this shot blows up or not. At least he's got the 2 for sure. These are all part of the percentage plays that these gentlemen are encountering in this.
Yeah, I didn't feel too good about that.
Look at me.
Okay, Mike gets the last 4 points.
Yeah. What? Well.
So we played 6 racks so far. We're racing to 140 points. This is the finals of the American Rotation Championship Series 3.
And we're about halfway home.
Yeah, and I think, that was big. How many did Jerry lose? Oh, he only lost 4. He didn't lose 6 after that miss on the 12 that you called. Broke my heart because it would have been 3 20s in a row. It would have been 3 perfect 20s. And I've been waiting for the higher level players to play more American rotation so I can see more perfect runouts.
I'm gonna go back, to my basement, and I'm gonna start putting in some time doing this. And I know that the other games that I play might also get revitalized. I haven't been playing that much.
We're sending George home with a little rotation bug.
Yes, indeed. And I can't even spell moderation, even in much less live it. I don't know. It doesn't matter how many college credits I have. I still can't even spell it.
All right. Mike's got a tough table to work with. Very tough.
That 1-5 might be wired.
Yeah. But you get the 2-12 on the bottom end rail to the left hand. Then you get the 7-9 tied up on the left side of the table. And upper end. He's got a lot lot of work to do here.
He's going to play the 1 and draw to the 2-12 and. This is one where where he's got his cue ball heading slightly. Looks like he might be the 2 might be coming out a little bit on him after he makes this 12. See?
Good call, Judge.
And people don't play straight pool.
Yeah, I mean, Mike
don't
should
know that.
Mike
he should know because he was competing playing straight pool in Maryland 14-1. But he took the safety option. Didn't suffocate his man though. Yeah. I think he's still got a little blue hanging out.
Absolutely.
I like that camera angle.
Okay, so you can see a sliver.
He had a lot of ball to see, and he's going to be relegated to a 2-cushion kick coming to about his middle diamond and out behind the 2. Good part about this is he could come 2 cushions, hit the 2, and go that way, back towards the 14, or whatever ball, or whatever stripe that is hanging over the hole.
He make a 1 rail, and if he hits the top side of the 2, cue ball is going to go between the 13-7 and hit up towards the 11.
Okay, well he's going to kick 1 rail. And end up putting his cue ball back on the bottom.
See that?
Yeah.
Hit the top side and sends it up there.
He got a bad roll.
Yeah, he got a bad roll. It was a great shot. But bad roll.
I kind of like the 2 reeler myself because he could come into that ball fuller and control the cue ball better. But that was a more exotic shot. He took a simpler route, and either way, that's the beauty of this game, all the options you have. His not playing that combination good is what cost him.
This is Mike's break.
Right.
And Yerry has control.
Ultimate control. These are all hangers. The 6 ball's tough. The 6 ball's froze on that cushion, and that's the only puzzle in this one because he's got to get to the 6 ball. Good solid stroke. Boy, he hit that ball with nice authority. He might be playing he's going to just draw back, and I don't know. I would like more angle on this.
He's going to be able to come off the rail. He's going to shoot the 6 into the 10, play the 10 ball off the 15.
If he's got room, it's hard. I guess he's got room. The 10 and it can go past the 15
or off the 15.
Off the 15. If it's froze, a lot of times they double kiss and stick their tongue out at you.
Absolutely.
Let's see what he does. It's fun playing the ball from the bleachers. This game is even fun playing it from the bleachers. I'm having a great time.
I'm so happy that you're joining me here. You really helped make our event that much better. Too much thinking.
Too much.
Maybe.
He never switched.
Big swing. He could have took a huge lead here. Could have been 84 to 56.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that people start to reach their limits in being able to focus.
Yeah, I was a little worried for Yerry because that last match was very draining between him and Matt. But he did. He regrouped.
I like him playing the safety and just heading up table and trying trying to belly in behind the 7. Thin ball.
Yeah.
Right hand English. He's going to try to get him behind the 9 and fail miserably other than Jackie.
Tree tapped.
He's going to watch you hit. Yeah. A peaked Mr. Dechaine didn't charge his man like he thought he should have for that little hiccup on the 5 ball. Efren Reyes is just ensconced watching this match. He's right behind where Dechaine is sitting, watching every move here. He loves this game. Greatest player of arguably of any time. That was fortunate for Dechaine that he left him jacked up over the 9.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he could have been in.
And that's why Mike asked me to watch the hit. You know, if you touch a ball during the course of a stroke, it's a ball in hand foul. Great shot.
That's a belly. That's a belly laugher. Yeah, it's a yacker.
I want to give a little shout out to the boys back home at Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. That was always one of my sponsors and one of my favorite places. They sponsor Mike Dechaine. I got a little text. Those guys are sweating it. Also give a shout out to Jerry's Homeroom and Raymond Linares down there at Sharpshooters with Marsha in Miami. They're also watching.
Thanks to all the American billiard clubs around North America here, and maybe Mr. Souquet will bring. Oh, he tried to. Oh, look at this! He made that ball a little uglier at 7, but
yeah, like you're saying, thanks to all
the American billiard clubs
and the people that are helping us build it. Definitely indebted to you and very grateful for all the players that are playing in it. You know, you got like 150 players, and I know that 120 of them are getting in the box, not expecting to be able to qualify for nationals. They're just playing to support it, build it, and hopefully improve their game.
But I'll tell you something else, though. I'll bet you a lot of them got to be quite surprised that they weren't really as far off of some of the better players than they thought, because these guys could run lots of racks playing 9-ball. In this game, they might get a second shot.
Well, that's the thing. They get to shoot much more. You know, they're not turning into just rack people. They like that they know they're going to get their opportunities and make the best of it.
With ball in hand.
Yeah, and hopefully improve every week.
And they get an even chance, they create their own destiny. That's a good shot there.
Right? It was pretty. It looked simple, but it was very pretty the way he hit that and the way the balls reacted.
This kid has a stroke to kill for. I told him that at the Maryland Straight Pool. It's like trying to tell somebody that can hit 400-foot homers into a 20-mile-an-hour wind. You don't see those kind of people come often that have that sort of stroke.
And he's proven it. You know, Mike's originally from Maine. There was a few, and his dad's a good player. I know there was only a handful of good players up there, so that's kind of rare that a player turned into a professional of his caliber without being around a lot.
Well, they had that at that skill Vendon. Grady had that straight pool going. Grady was up there for a couple of years.
That's true too.
And there was a young lady that was a young phenom that
Tiffany
Nelson,
a good friend of ours and a good person and a great player.
Yeah, I remember seeing her as a real young child around '91, coming down to Baltimore when the Ladies Classic Tour was real new, and before Allison Fisher and the Europeans came to the scene. Gerda Hofstetter was there.
Yeah.
But
Tiffany, a monster break and a great stroke, and
Sure.
like I said, good person, good player.
Well, Maine.
Ooh, looks like it's going to go 68 to 72.
We,
Another nice round. The score is 72. And he's showing the extra care. I see he's showing more care in this match than any of the previous matches.
well, it's nice to be a defending champion that repeats. The 9 falls down, and that's a great break shot. Hit about half speed. The cue ball's still twisting in the middle of the table. They might have to go get the table recovered because he burned a hole in it with all that spin. Now he's got the ace deuce together.
A lot of work with that 3 ball.
That's going to be.
It's going to be a scary shot.
Well, that's going to be. I half like him. He might look at the big picture, and I always like when I can't see myself making it to those money balls, those 2-point balls. I'd like to improve my position, take the best from my inning, and
yeah, it's. I'm sure he's going to think about it as an option. It's going to be tough to play safe off the 3, a lockup safe. You know, we got the 14 hanging down here.
I'm talking about playing it right now.
Play the safe right now. I'm
Play
sorry.
the safe right now and lock him on
okay.
the 2 and.
Yes, in the middle of your opponent.
And
look what he's doing, George.
He's gonna play. Is he gonna play the lockdown? He's gonna lock him on the deuce and send the 1 up in front of the 13. No, he's playing the 13.
Oh, what a good shot!
He's just got enough to get it up over the point. It looks like I can just see a little space. I might be old, but I still have good vision. I have trouble with the colors sometimes, but
Well, you've been doing a great job with the colors. You corrected me. You helped me a few times.
I know after a while, I think of that 7 ball as being more teal, and the green ball is more like. Like pea soup or something. He's going to fall down on the 3 combination on the big stripe, I think. That would be my guess. He's going to play for the 3, 14.
I like that. It's going to be, might be a little tough. Might not. He's going to catch to play position off it, I'm saying. I think it's good angle.
Now, this 14 is in behind this point. He doesn't have any market to drift the 3 in the side because his angle's funny. He's got to go down table, and
I might be shooting on the side.
No, I don't like his shot in the side.
My!
He took a big risk with that, and he had to play it real fat. And trust the roll of the table was going to be good, which is always dangerous. That's all I'll say about that.
You got me, Judge.
I got you.
You got me. You got me. Oh, boy.
I'm having a blast here.
Scores 79 to 68 in favor of Yerry, and there's a lot of points out on the table. This was Yerry's break, so it's very important to hold serve.
Now this is, you see what he did? I don't agree with what he just did. I don't like what he just did. And the reason.
Look at you, George.
And the reason I say this is when I tell people that if they change your mind on a shot, to get up, walk around, and chalk up and approach it like you shot another ball and came to it.
good advice. George, you've called that 3 times before the guy made the mistake. And, so we all need to learn from what George is telling us. And that could actually cost the whole match because that was Jerry's break. The way everything's been going, everybody's been holding serve. This is going to be a break of serve and Mike's break.
7-14, and then he might make both balls here. Easy.
And now he's going to need help from Mike.
Well, the 10-12 he's going to have to play some pocket billiards to get 10, 11, and 12. That's going to be a little tight. He might get a little cigar residue back, but some leftovers.
If Mike gets out from here, he's going to take the lead for the first time
and be on the snap.
Yeah,
which is. And I know with your love of this game, you're going to be just dutifully aware of what the value or the impact of the snap is. Jacked up.
He's got the right side of the cue ball.
He has his right edge. He has his right edge exposed. I'm sorry I'm laughing. I think this is a good kid. He is as intense as I'm broke. Skittles and bits. Well, he got a little ruggeded out on that roll.
Yeah, he was in a bad spot. I didn't realize you couldn't reach it like that either.
This may not be as expensive as it could have been. Even though that's a fairly indifferent play there. I'm just trying to see what move I like here.
79 to 74 with 7 points available.
The 10 and those 3 strikies.
Mike could take the lead in this match.
And be on the break. He knows the deep importance of these last 7 points. It's a 14-point swing. We say this time and time again, but we keep saying it because
that's what it is. It's not 7, it's 14. I think he's got to put the 10 where the cue ball is now, George. Well, he's going off the other side.
I like him playing the left side, 2 cushions around back up cue ball back where he is.
That's what he did. He's going to execute it perfectly.
He hit it good.
No jump cues, folks.
No, none of those little, stumpy little staffs.
Yeah. We allow jump shots, but you must execute them with your playing cue.
He might be able to jump this because he's on the cushion and he can get height.
I haven't seen him try a jump shot all week.
Well, looks like we're going to see one now. I'd like the kick coming off of about the middle diamond.
That's a full ball jump.
And
he was checking to see if that was on the 3-rail track. He has a little 3-rail cushion. I mean, he'd have to come really short. And both balls going up
he's going to have to dig this ball with a lot of left. He's got it.
He's got to go shorter. No, he had to go shorter, yeah. I think he might have called the 10.
He was trying to make that bad boy.
Yeah, I think he would call it on the side. 7 points available. If Mike gets out, he's going to take the lead for the first time in the match.
He's about 30 to or more to 1 favorite. 30 to 50 to 1 with 4 balls and ball in hand.
What? He was dead straight.
Well, but he's got the 12 froze, and that's a hanger if it's froze for him.
A hanger? I can't believe he was that straight in the ball. That straight where he didn't even attempt to do anything different.
He's going to just to turn over one time. Ah, look at this kid.
Look at that good shot.
Oh. That was a great shot. You can't teach talent, folks. Talent has to be nurtured.
Yeah. We're in the pool world, and I'm very happy that we're getting so much positive feedback about the game. It's the format of creating a tour that's important to us, but a new game is a tough racket to break in, but all the feedback has been positive. No negative feedback from the pool world.
And the thing is that this is a game like three cushion billiards is a game. It's gonna have devotees. This isn't going to necessarily be for everybody.
Yeah, and that's a good point. We're not trying to change. We're not trying to get rid of 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball. We're just trying to add a little something to the pool world, or bring back something. Rotation's been around as long as both of us have been playing, and it's a great game.
And the thing is that all it's out to do is create a challenging, competitive atmosphere for the better regional, semi-professional, and professional players, and but at the same time gives intermediate or novice players an opportunity to
improve at a quicker pace, right? Everybody wants to get better.
Everybody, everybody wants to get better, and the thing is that this will bring out any and all weaknesses that you have in your game.
Absolutely,
especially kicking, learning the percentage plays of pool
in general. Mike made the 3 and the 4 on the break, so he's going from the 2 to the 5 right here.
And his 6 is out in the middle of the table, open. The 7 is maybe his only difficult shot, and that would be questionable. He's got a good natural to go right at the 6. Doesn't have to do anything other than nick the 5 and go right at the 6.
And Efren just came back to sweat the second half of the match. I'm very happy to see him. I hope we do get a challenge match with Efren and whoever wins this match. Yeah.
This kid lives to play pool.
Well, when they all heard that, they all loved the idea. I told the 4 semifinals, I'm like, I'm trying to put it together so Efren can play the winner of this, and they all want to play Efren. Who doesn't?
Here's a shot here where he might catch a piece to the 12.
Skidded. Ball skidded.
Yeah.
I saw it skid.
Skittles and bits. It took a little skittle.
It's weird. He hit it with a pretty good pace too. It's unusual. The ball skid. He hit it with a pretty good pace. He didn't roll the ball.
This is a chance for Yerry to turn around that last rack and regain a slight advantage.
Let's talk about the format. In case somebody's just watching the video, just jumping in. And we're playing American rotation. This is our 3rd national championship, and we're part of the American Billiard Club. Check out that website, AmericanBilliardClub.com. We're on the mission to provide a self-sustaining semi-pro or pro tour for the industry, for the players, that's just dependent upon the players uniting. We're not going to wait around for a imaginary sponsor or a millionaire. And what happens is the players qualify to our national events. Rather than pay their way, they earn their way. So they play at home, locally, earn their spots nationally, and if they earn that spot, the events are short, sweet, and paid for. So whether you're a family person, you have a good job or business that you can't get away from quite often, you can still participate in our format.
And I might add too that we have ultimate flexibility because there are lots of people that have businesses that operate at odd hours that they have to be there, and they can schedule matches by appointment really, and
Yes, extremely flexible. Basically, it boils down to you have to play 7 matches within 2 months, whenever possible, at home. While you're at home, you have to schedule and play 7 matches within a 2-month period to try to qualify.
that's not to say that you can't play 3 in 1 week and then one every other week thereafter.
Absolutely. Some of the pros that know they're going to be out of town, they play 2 or 3 matches in 1 week, and they keep up to speed.
That's we had a straight pool league that did similar, and since this is individually, you don't have any commitment to other people that are dependent on your continual presence on a Tuesday night at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. or whatever. And
Exactly.
back to the action. Yerry handled that 7-ball well. He's got a decent chance on the 8 in the corner, and he's got a little angle.
I see the cue ball ending up in the center of the table quite often here. If he makes this 8, bring it back again to the center for 9, 10.
He's got a little angle. He struck that with authority. There wasn't anything wishy-washy about that.
Don't you love it?
He's looking at the 10-14 because his angle is a little wrong to go to from the 9 to the 10. He's too flat to pop it to the rail. I got him playing high right ball, 2 cushions, and going to his 10-14 situation.
Very important rack. Yerry's trailing 81 to 87 right now, and there's about 12 points out there available for him to take the lead and take the lead back, like you said, to undo the damage that was caused in the last rack.
He looks like he's in an ideal spot there. The 10 ball is going to head to his left off of that tangent line, and his cue ball bounce off the rail. He should be straight into the 10 in the top corner.
Good call, good execution. He's got a little funny angle going away from the 11 now.
These are all 2-point paying balls here. This is a 16-point, or not quite 16. The 10 is still 2, but he's 2 points. But he's got a good angle.
Oh, he struck it well again.
And the thing, that's okay. He's going to have to come back and forth 2 times. He's going to back, forth, and back.
And this to tie the match up at 87.
Back, forth, and back.
Great shot. 87-87 at this moment.
He's flat. He's flat on this 12 ball. He doesn't like that. He's on the 50-yard line. He might have to settle for the 13-14 combination and be a citizen and make sure he gets these points and not try to do more with his cue ball than the angle's going to permit.
Yeah. Don't miss this 12.
too long. He made it, but
You have this man timed out, don't you?
yes, I do. I'm a student of tempo. I'm a student of eye movements, and I'm watching his eye movements, and
Nice.
his tempo is what it is.
89-87. Jerry just took
All right,
the lead.
step back, go and chalk up now, Jerry. Don't just jump down there. Walk away from it and walk back. No, maybe, I don't
He's
know.
got to put a little bit of pace on this, right? Oh, he played the ball straight in. Yeah, we didn't know that was available from our angle. Good
No,
shot.
we didn't. He stayed within himself. Beautiful out. Handled with ultimate aplomb.
93-87. There we go. With that fancy dancy scoreboard we got going on over there. Give a shout out to my man Nathan Rhodes. He built that little laptop application for us to keep score on there as a favor to the American Billiard Club.
Nathan Rhodes, huh?
Nathan Rhodes, baby.
Is he the Colossus of Rhodes?
The Colossus.
That was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Is he a Rhodes Scholar?
He's on his way. Man's pure genius.
All right.
93-87. Jerry in the driver's seat.
Well, we have a lot of Rhodes Scholars around this place this week. People that have been on the road anyway.
Okay, come out dry. The 1 is available. The 2 on the right side rail. The 3 ball's in the middle of a lot of traffic.
He's got a 10 hanging in jaws down here in the lower left corner.
In front of the 7.
7. He's looking at whether the 6 is in play. What's this? He ain't gonna play the 1-9, is he? It can't be.
I'm not sure. Listen, he hasn't made a bad decision yet.
Oh,
He might
I
have
know
made
what
some
he's doing.
mistakes.
He's gonna play the 1 off the 8.
He hasn't made a bad decision yet.
Okay, well, he did what he did. What that bought him, I'm uncertain, but
Yeah. I'm not sure what the reason was there.
he's in the soup now. That was hard to fathom, but I'm sure he had his reasons. Safety calls. All shots that aren't obvious must be called. And
Oh,
a
he caught
beautiful,
a nice piece of it.
a beautiful feathered inside English 1 reel kick safety, beautifully executed. And I don't know how much too, Mr.
He left him just enough, George. He's coming down here towards that 6 ball. Oh my God, how thin did Mike hit that ball?
Hit it as thin as I used to be.
What a great shot. Wow.
And Jerry is nodding and smiling, and that's a camaraderie I've seen even between 2 pretty intense individuals.
Yeah, they're fighting for a title. You know, we're going to try to have a little cup made that gets passed around from room to room with the defending champion to hold that cup.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
Yeah, get their name on that cup.
I like. He might be calling this 2 ball, because it might just go. Oh, right. He kicked safe. He might have kicked safe. Okay, this rack looks like it's opened up now. Mike Dechaine makes a little semi-masse. 2 ball is... He's going to probably have to just pull it out a little bit.
Wow, he's playing a 3 on the side. What a great shot.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he's straight in on it, and he can just roll up to the 4. And
this was Yerry's rack. Yerry's
the
rack.
key is in the past tense that you declared. It was. Yeah.
Well, that's 3 racks in a row where they've broken serve pretty much, right?
Well,
provided Mike capitalizes here.
You see, if you're going to make, it's easy to make a mistake in the beginning of the rack. That's where players that are upper echelon players might make mistakes. In the flat-out rank and file running out, Mike Dechaine doesn't make too many mistakes.
He knows this is crucial. Boy, Yerry could.
He's kind of like a professional golfer that makes about 98% of all his 4-footers.
Yeah. And where are we going? We're going from the 8 to the 11, right? This is the 7, the 8, and then the 11 is in the bottom
it's like
right
he's
hand.
going 2 rails. Yeah.
It's going to be on the end rail.
But he did buy the desired angle, and this is a shot he can't overstroke. That's the beauty of this shot. He's going to fall straight in on the 11. He couldn't even overstroke that. You see, that was the good part about being on the rail. If there's ever any good thing to that,
I agree.
if you're a player,
95 to 95.
Man. All I can say is I'm going to have to take at least 3 showers. I've been sweating this so hard.
95, 10 points left on the table. So it's going to look like 105 to 95. Mike is now going to be in the driver's seat break.
Let's see. He's going to play the corner and draw his ball between the 13-14. Miss it.
Well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is going to be huge. Huge. See, now how did that ball not fall? And Yerry could have put him back in.
That was the Dr. Hook. That was a Dr. Hook song in the medicine show. It was only 16. 16
points. Wow.
16 points.
The only thing Mike's got going from now it is his break, but he's going to be trailing.
Oh my! I missed Huey. He shot it fast, and they split the points up. So.
Oh my.
So this is going to be 101 to 99.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
See, that's one of those things where players miss the darndest shots when they weren't ready to play. Yeah. He's trying to be the next Mike Siegel. Mike Siegel, who I know pretty well, always had a yes man in the crowd.
Oh, definitely.
Used to play golf with him. So we have a 101-99 count here. This is.
It's been very tight. The score's 101 to 99. It's going to be Mike's break, I believe.
I would take a ball and put it 1 ball outside the point of the pocket that I was going to lip, and 3 shots I would make it.
2 balls down, 10 balls down, and it's an open rack. The 3, the 1 to the 3 is going to be some work.
The 1 to the 3 is going to be the work, but you see the beautiful part with this one is he can come off his side rail. I don't like rolling it in the side. I don't like this shot. Not on a diamond table.
I like the way you called it. You know that. I think it's that straight ball. That strike ball is hindering him a little bit. You're saying go to the side round, go towards the 8 ball.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
you can't really get behind the 8.
I think it's the 15 ball that's just hampering him a little bit from putting the cue ball there.
You see here, you got to power into half a pocket.
You're correct. Right, he pulled it off.
Yeah. Now he's gonna
104.
play to the 4 in the same pocket probably. A little high right ball and come back natural. He's got the perfect angle for that shot. Nice.
Too far?
Yes, it is. He's going to maybe have to pull it back a little smidge and settle for a thin left-hand ball cut on the 5 to the 6.
Yeah, we have the 6 hanging inside.
He's just going to pull it back an inch or 2, maybe.
He didn't give much look to the 5 ball. He's going to come across that window perfectly.
Yeah, well.
Right? Coming across that zone, he did it good.
He did it good. He knows what he can do, and percentages. He wanted an easier shot on the 5, and I can't blame him. Don't go too far.
No. This is the thing. When you get in line, just fight to stay in line. Keep your job as easy as possible.
He'll have a little longer shot on the 7 than he might have liked, I think. He's
two
pure.
rails, yeah, pure.
He's gonna come one rail with the high left and skid towards straight end or draw it over.
Well, he's just cueing it low. Yeah, he was a little straighter than we thought. Perfectly avoiding the 9.
This is looking routine. This is
110 to 99. 11 points left on the table.
This is that guy, a great player called Ricardo Routini. This is going to be routine out. Ricardo Routini.
He's coming across nicely. He has 11 and 12 right here, 13 right here, 14, 15 up the other end. It's looking real good for Mike right now.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for any more than this.
Folks, give us a hand if you can remember. AmericanBilliardClub.com. Recommend it to your friends to check it out. Anybody that loves pool or wants to get better at pool or would like to see our sport have an actual united tour, please send them to AmericanBilliardClub.com. Play a little American rotation with your friends, no matter what level you play at.
I'll tell you how excited I am, Joe. I'm a 50-plus year player, and I've been teaching for over 40 years professionally, and I would extol anybody to give this game a look. This game has old-time value. This is called the pocket game and rotation.
121 to 99 in favor of Mike Dechaine over Yerry Calderone. 121 to 99, racing to 143.
There's nothing sloppy. There's nothing cheap about this game. You flat out call your balls. You call it just like you're playing straight pool, but at the same time, you're improving the amount of balls you can run in rotation. You're improving your ability to negotiate traffic and to solve riddles that layouts provide that are infinite. And it looks like the 14
Went down.
Went down, and we have.
I see the 1. The 2 has no pocket.
Well, the 2 is probably going to.
No easy pocket, I should say.
It might be the 2-8 combo. Might be tough.
And yeah, he's looking at the 6 ball. It is tied up down here with the 13, I believe. Well, Jerry has the brains and the creativity to navigate through here, if anybody does.
I was just telling the viewers that this has got all the old time values in this game. Straight, I hear lots of people shy away from rotation games. Oh, that 9 ball's a cheap, lucky game.
You're exactly right. Keep going.
And these league players that
keep going
are stuck with the ad nauseum one game choice that they make, which is a good game, 8 ball, but that's all they play because you can call your pockets and exhibit some strategy in a full pack game.
A lot of those people complaining, and this is not personal on anybody because when I'm talking about anybody, they shy away from them and they badmouth it saying luck. Really, they lack skills to play it, and they just use that as an excuse not to play it.
That's all. That's true. These are people that are squares. They didn't go into this and take a look. And this is just flat out
pool at its highest level, a combination of strategy and execution, speed control, recognitions, creativity. Yep, we're gonna get there, George.
2 and the 8.
Look at this. Look at this. That's gonna go too far.
That's he's straight in on it.
What a great shot. Position on the 3. Played the 2-8 combo. Position on the 3.
And
Yerry Calderone.
And all he's got to do is shoot and stop here. He has no reason to try to do anything outlandish with that rock. He just has to shoot and stop. And that shot looks like it's about 95% ball.
Jerry needs these balls. Mike can go out almost at any time. Not now, but he's got 121.
And he's going to be on the break.
He's going to be on the break, yeah.
But for he
struck
gave
that well.
A real. He's got to get after these. He can't leave any of these balls behind.
Okay.
Because he needs to get over 120. So in case Mike can't get out,
the best he can do here is 119, I think. I think the best he can do is get to 119.
119.
He's going to have to sweat Mike's break no matter what.
Mm-hmm. That's what missing those 2 balls with a miscue cost him.
Oh, yeah, right. Remember that? Yeah.
He'll remember it.
He's going to watch the video of this one, too.
It'll remind me of that old horror movie called I Wake Up Screaming. Saw it in the drive-ins. It was in black and white.
What he's looking at here is his options are very limited. To go from the 5 to the 6 is a big, big problem.
Well,
the 6 doesn't pass. The 5 only has that 1 corner pocket. I don't even know what I would do. Now he's looking at playing under the 5 for the 5 on the side as an option.
Well, that 6 is tied up near the 13 ball.
I can see Efren telling Dennis Arcola what to do here. He's even giving him a head scratch. He just pointed to the 5 ball. Dennis, of course, listening to the grandfather of. Oh,
he was trying to hit him.
What a good shot that was, Jerry. To try to do that.
He's got, I can't quite tell. Now his angle's a little wrong. His angle is coming towards the 10 ball.
May play under the 6 for the safety.
He's got to do that. It's got to be a 2-inning run out from here.
It's going to be a little jacked up with his backhand. It's going to elevate the cue.
But at least he can draw his ball.
I don't know. Oh, he's going to play the billiard. He's going to play the billiard for sure.
Oh, yeah, he's got the billiard.
Oh, Efren's starting to scratch over there like he's playing.
Oh, the virtuoso.
Oh, the ball's going to stay there too, isn't it?
Yeah, it can't go far because he's going to now he's gonna have to hit that ball about 80-90% of the
13.
six.
The 6 into the 13 is going to hold it, right?
Yeah, he's got to make the billiard, otherwise
he's going to think first. Is this the right shot? He's not thinking about how do I play it.
or he might be trying to do something even more outlandish and draw it behind the 10. Now he's playing safe. He's going to the side rail up table. That's the beauty of this game, folks. This game is, if there's anything that's less lucky, it's this game.
More skill, less luck. You can never eliminate all the luck, and I'm not going to try my life to do it, but we have less luck, more skill for sure. How's that for a new slogan?
Less luck, more skill. Play a brain game.
There you go. He doesn't like a little part of this billiard for some reason.
He's going up table with the skinny safe. His trouble is that he's got to catch his real thin, and he's still going to expose the 6-10. It's got to get behind the 15. Nah, he's short. This looks like
he's got a lot of that 6 to work with.
He's got about all of it, I think.
Score is 107 to 21.
121, yeah.
And there's still 12 points out there for grabs.
Top rail.
Oh, he hit the 7.
This is not a drill, he says. All dive. Auga. All hands to battle stations.
119 to 121. This is not good for New England.
Well,
Florida has hope.
Well, you got hope, and you got the hope diamond, and
Jerry's got to be feeling the pressure, right? Here's the working man. Yeah, he rattled that one. Here's the working man in the middle of the pro arena on the CSI stream, main table. How do you like it, right? How do you like it? We got this guy and take a couple of days off from work and come out to Vegas, and he's in the box. He's handling it like a champion.
he's shaking his head. It's the oblong box, and I'm looking for Vincent Price and can't find him in the audience.
And Efren's starting to look over the shoulder of the shooter here. And, oh, man, I want Efren to play so bad.
I just dig watching him just hit balls, warming up with rotation.
Oh, he hit that ball perfectly, I think.
It's got to hurry slightly. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. This is getting intense.
Build your stance now. Build your stance. Don't just jump down there.
$113 to $121.
Those two balls.
$115 to $121.
I think he
Those
likes
two
it.
balls, yeah. You're talking about those two balls. You know, if he gets them, then he would guarantee himself a chance to win.
Shot. He would have been.
He did the squat thing. He did the squat thing again.
He'd have been 90%. He might call for you. He might have to call for you to watch this lick.
I think he's going to shoot so thin at this one that he won't call me.
You know, you'll be shooting away.
Yeah, he's shooting away.
Watch the side pocket. On the other side, if he puts a lot of left-hand ball, he's heading right on a perfect angle at the side pocket.
I pinch this with the inside, like that. 121. Wow.
Whoa. Then he forgot where he put the mic. We're all so excited. Everybody's smiling.
Now have the scoreboard out there for you to sweat it. The score is 119 to 121. We're racing to 140 points. Mike's break, so there's a possibility if he breaks and runs out, he can reach the 140 mark right there. Jerry has 119.
Jerry Calderone needs one striped ball in this rack to keep this alive and give him a chance on the break.
Well, what Jerry's praying for right here is a scratch on the break and a stripe going in, and just guarantee himself one chance.
That's the angle. Any ball that the shooter makes on a scratch goes to his opponent.
Mike's been squatting it pretty good though. He squatted it. 6 ball is going to be a problem. Everything else is opening up nice. I'm not sure what did he make on the break.
He made the deuce. So he's got the 1 perfect to just the 3. 4 is on the cushion.
Is this the 4 is down here close?
4 is on the cushion, right? Yeah, 3, 4, right there. 5, right there. He's going to be shooting the breakout. He'll be shooting the breakout on the 1, and send the 10 over into the 6 and up
between the 6 and the 7. Yeah.
He's out.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the table's going to be runnable as soon as he clears the 6-10 problem on the right side.
But he doesn't look like he's doing that. I don't know what he's thinking. He's
got a little angle there.
That's ideal. He just has enough
he
on
can see the 3 ball. That's 123.
He can't. He's got a little angle on it more than he might have liked. He's got to kill the rock with the right hand drag special from the pike. So let's see what he does.
It's 119. Judge and I just
switch places just for luck.
Just for luck. He's perfect on the 5. 125 to 119. I just have the speaker for the room. I can't be too close to the speaker that's under the table there if I use it. The feedback.
Okay.
And I was thinking.
Well, was that Rush song, Emotional Feedback? Let's see what we got here.
This shot tells a lot.
This is the shot that'll determine whether or not we go another rack. Minimum. He wanted to be on the other side of the 5, and he didn't like his shot. He's going to spin inside the 6.
Oh, wow, nice
what a
shot.
talent.
Oof. He's looking really good here, George. He gets on the 7, the 9's in front of the side. He'll have a little bit of work to do with the 12 ball, but the 11 leads to it.
Play for the 7 in the side. That's high percentage.
High percentage. Read my mind, dude.
He's going to
119 to 127.
He's going to find himself buying a slight angle on the 8 ball. He's going to probably go forward about a foot. I'd like him going forward about 4 balls.
I concur.
Oops, so that he can get that pinch angle off the side rail, long rail for the 8 to the 9. I don't think he's going to stop it there. He stunned it over and he's straight in. But this boy can draw the ball in the next Tuesday, so he can draw it from here to that doorway we walked in. Might have drawn it too far. No?
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit.
See, coming off the side rail would have eliminated him going away from the 10.
I agree.
And it's like in golf, taking the out of bounds out of play by playing to take that part of the course away.
Oh, he had nothing to ball there.
Yeah.
Okay, last piece of the puzzle. 12 ball, George. It's
Well,
blocked by the 14, or could play the combo. I mean, it's a stop shot off the 11. I don't see him doing that, but shot's there. Held his cue ball as much as he possibly could on that shot.
I like him going forward and going inside the 14 ball or the 15 ball. I like him going forward with his high left ball.
So here we go. He needs all 5 to win this match. He has 131. There's just 10 points left. He needs all 5 balls. He's going for the combo.
Or it might pass at 13. That part
That's possible.
the outside half of the hole might be available to
This
us.
is the match right here. He makes this and gets a shot.
He's out.
We're not done, folks. We are not done.
That might be a weakness of his, handling head balls and combinations. That's twice that's cost
He
him.
needs all 6 of these points to close out the match. 2 of them only puts him on the hill and puts Yerry within striking distance.
Yeah, he has the look of love on his face.
He's not gonna bank this ball.
No, he has no reward. That's a 15 ball down there. So
Oh, okay, it's a 15.
the
Yeah.
14 is near to us. The bile green looking ball. The one that looks like bile green. Looks like pea soup. It looks like a gallbladder ball or something. No, it's a pretty color actually. But it's different. I'm a traditionalist. Safety is probably the call.
Oh, he's going to leave him something to work with.
That's
something to work with. This is do or die for Yerry with this ball. I see. What do I see? I see all his eggs in one basket, 2 different ways. Coming off his left side of it, bringing the cue ball back towards where it is now, coming across it, trying to put the cue ball 1, 2, 3, 4 rails behind
the 15.
But all his eggs in one basket, because the 12 is going to come out if he does that shot.
But Mike Dechaine did the correct thing in giving distance. Yeah. And I think he's going to just try to come behind the ball, and he's sold out.
Sold out. He didn't get far enough behind it. That's not the way I expected Yerry to go down. It was tough to execute.
If it hits that side rail, it goes over, and Mike's playing the same shot right back. But he's got to make this ball. He's got to make 2. He's got to make all 3 to win. So
oh, he did it with the inside. 137. He needs 2 to win.
He better slow down.
He's going to have a little bit of work to do. It's all you from here on out, George. Folks, thank you very much. AmericanBilliardClub.com, American Rotation, George Hammerbacher, CSI. Thank you all.
Here we go. The Coupe di Grassi. The Coupe di Grassi. Now, one more ball to get the do-re-mi at the Rio.
As Mike shoots this, he's Efren Reyes, Dennis Ocolo, put your fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Dechaine, the third national American rotation champion, score of 141 to 119. Gets over there. The big hand for Yerry Calderone, a defending champion, Miami sharpshooters. Thank you very much, Yerry. Thanks, Mike. Thank you all for playing American rotation and the American Billiard Club. Thank you all for sweating this. And we'll be around for the rest of the show. Come on down the booth.
That's